Uh, Greetings, everyone. We are alerted to fake Z, is it a permanent residence application by holders of the Zimbabwe exemption permits. Please stop applying for fake documents. You make it difficult for everyone if you apply for fake documents. I'm not sure this will show, but I don't want the name of the person to appear. You have a receipt. What these people are doing, whether it's officials at VFS or some dubious, bogus characters outside the VFS who are producing what appears to be authentic receipts from VFS. These are bogus. And this office is in Pretoria. So these people, they will have a receipt which appears normal. It says SA Visa Facilitation Center, Pretoria. It will provide the necessary information like the VAT number of the VFS Warawara, the name of the person, the date and time when the person applied. So the receipt will have the name of the applicant, the passport number, and the ref number, which is the ref PRPing, and then it will state under visa category permanent residence permit. It will go on, that's the receipt I'm reading, it will go on to sub visa category, and it does indicate that the person did the biometric non-exempted fee. It says 1,850 rands. That's the money presumably paid. And then it's a receipt which then acknowledging a recipient of 1,850. I'm not sure where this money is paid to, or whether people swipe or pay straight. It's a prepayment at bank. I don't know what bank. And then after you receive this receipt, you are then issued with some kind of a certificate. It will look like this. It's a permanent residence permit. It has a logo of the Department of Home Affairs, and then in the permit number, which starts with the PTA, which is Pretoria, and the reference number. And then it is written in terms of the provisions of Section 27 bracket B of the Immigration Act 2002, Act number 13 of 2002. Then in the surname of the applicant is there, the name, nationality, date of birth, gender, and then it will say has been authorized, meaning the applicant has been authorized to enter the Republic of South Africa for the purpose of taking up permanent residence, or if he or she, on the date of approval of application, already sojourns therein legally to reside permanently, unless the holder of this permit enters the Republic of South Africa for the purpose of permanent residence before there's a date here, which is 24th January 2023, the permanent residence permit shall lapse. So this person is said to be expected to enter South Africa on the 24th of January 2023. But this person, remember, is already paid. He has been issued with this, is in South Africa, is a holder of ZEP. Then someone will sign on behalf of the Director General. Then there's a stamp. Everything looks authentic. There's a stamp from Department of Home Affairs. The said certificate, the barcode. It looks authentic when you look into it, but it is fake. I've been wondering that people are running to Pretoria. I've been inundated with the calls, people saying we want to apply, we're told all of us should apply, and the people applying for a permanent residence, it is fake. I've just spoken to the manager at VFS in Rivonia to say, guys, what is happening? Because we are inundated with the calls from our community, people seeking clarity, people are going to Pretoria to apply, and it is said a permanent residence is being issued. It is fake. It is not in the system, according to the manager at VFS in Rivonia, because they are the ones that should be processing this. So to clarify, so that people do not find themselves doing things that are illegal or bogus, is that a holder of ZEP does not qualify for a permanent residence. We've been saying this, we've done numerous videos, we've been engaging in various platforms, we've been speaking on the radio. If you're a holder of a Zimbabwe exemption permit, you do not qualify for a permanent residence. So if there's an agent out there who says they will assist you to apply for a permanent residence permit, it is fraudulent. It doesn't matter whether the person works in the Department of Home Affairs or the person works at VFS, it is fraudulent because you do not qualify. So that's the basis. And we then all know that the South African cabinet says people should move to other visas as provided for in the Immigration Act. And we said the people should visit the website of the Home Affairs and the VFS. The permits are listed. Firstly, there's a list of critical skills which was published. I think it was first week of February 2022. Remember, there was the 2014 critical skills list, and to revise the list, and they circulated the new list in February 2022. So if you qualify under the permits or visas as listed under the critical skills list of February 2022, you have to apply. And the process is simple. You simple apply online, as we have been explaining the whole process of application. If then your qualifications are not under the critical skills list, and you are applying for a general work visa, again, the general work visa is listed. The permits that you can apply or visas that you can apply for, they are listed. The requirements are there. It is then that we said when we're explaining, I think we did the 3 videos explaining the waiver. When you are applying for a general work visa and you need a waiver, you apply for a waiver, you need to indicate the requirement that you want the Department of Home Affairs or Department of Labor to waive, or that is to say, to remove so that you qualify. I've always been given an example to comrades to say, assuming you are an English teacher, you are teaching in rural Eastern Cape, and the South Africans, for one reason or another, they are not interested in working in a rural setup, in a farming community. And the school is running short of English teachers. But an English teacher is not listed as a person that has a critical skill. It is then that your school, which is the employer, and yourself apply to the Department of Labor that while your qualification is not under critical skills, but the school is facing serious teacher shortages because no South African are willing to teach in a remote area, to teach English at metric level. Therefore, your school and yourself will then apply for a waiver so that you are given permission to apply for a general work visa to continue teaching English if that's your area of specialty in that particular school in a remote area. So a waiver, as we have been explaining, it is not uniform, right? Or you are married to a South African and the spouse visa says you cannot take up employment. You need to apply for a waiver to say, because you're already working in South Africa, you're a holder of a ZEP, and you provide the proof of employment so that they grant you, if they happen to grant you a visa that will allow you to take up employment. So this thing where we have seen numerous agents out there doing pamphlets to say, will assist you to apply for a waiver. Once you get a waiver, you will then get your permit. People are just trying to make money. We know that there are some that are even going to schools where migrants are teaching, where in some schools they will sit down with the educators and say each educator must deposit or give them 10,000 rands to apply for a waiver. And they will say the 10,000 rands does not include the permit application. So they will simply say, give us 10,000 rands, we apply for you for a waiver. Once a waiver is issued, you then apply for a permit. And when they are asked to say, what is it that you want to waiver? They will not explain. But we have explained that the waiver form is there. If you go to the website of the VFS, you'll get a waiver form and you submit your application. So this certificate, if you are on your way to Pretoria to apply, or if you have submitted your application as well in Pretoria, because this thing is done in Pretoria, we're told that there's a VFS in Pretoria, as this receipt demo says that it is from Pretoria, but the manager of VFS says it is not in their system. So it is clear that they are bogus people that either work with the VFS officials or who pretend to be working for VFS and issuing these bogus certificates for permanent residence permit. So if you're a holder of Zimbabwe exemption permit and you find yourself now in possession, just to make it simple, you're a holder of ZEP, you find yourself in possession of a permanent residence permit, a certificate permanent residence permit, you must know that it is bogus. When you are caught by the immigration, you are going to be arrested. So let's just clarify this so that is clear for everyone. If someone says submit an application for a permanent residence permit, just know that it is bogus. You are going to be arrested. You will pay your 1,800. This person paid, because I've seen two of this. First one, when the person sent to me, I ignored. I said, no, just ignore this. I didn't really check because I didn't think that this will be happening. But now that we are receiving more, then I had to say, but VFS, what is this that is happening? And we're told, as we have been suspecting, that this is bogus. So if you find yourself paying 1,850, what they are paying to a bank account, but if it is for a PR, permanent residence permit, it is bogus, don't pay. But if you pay, you are caught by immigration officials, you will be arrested. So while we are desperate, we understand people are desperate out there, holders of ZEP, they are desperate. But this desperation should not lead you to do something illegal. You don't have to. There's also another message that is circulating. Let me check here in my gadget. And another message that is circulating where people think that everyone, because this is the third time I'm receiving this, because on Monday someone was sending me this message. I simply said ignore. But it says, good morning, everyone qualifies for a general work permit as per the list. whether you are a cleaner, a gardener, a driver, a teacher, etc. For you to apply for a general work permit, you should first apply for a waiver. The item being waived is a certificate of labor. If successful, they will send you a waiver certificate that will include, among other requirements, to apply for a general work permit. Now, the understanding of this message to many that are now contacting us are not holders of ZEP. So undocumented migrants who are not even holders of ZEP now think that it is open, that they have to apply. So let's make it very clear that, as we have been explaining, that if you're a migrant coming to South Africa, at the port of entry, they stamp your passport. Whether it's 30 days or 90 days, they stamp your passport. That stamp is known as the visitor's visa. You come here in South Africa, you get a job offer after going through the normal processes. You get a job offer. You cannot change the condition of your visa in South Africa. It means you have to go back to your country of origin and apply for a work visa through VFS or the South African embassy in your country of origin. You don't apply here. And so if you came here as a visitor and you find yourself applying inside South Africa and someone says they will assist you to apply inside South Africa, that is bogus. So to say every person who does not even have who's not a holder of ZEP, you work as a domestic worker in the construction industry, whatever job you qualify, it is not true. The waiver was only granted to holders of ZEP on the 24th of November 2021 by the South African Cabinet, when it said holders of ZEP have 12 months to change the condition of their permit from ZEP to another visa in line with the Immigration Act. That's what was said. You will know that previously, before that announcement, since 2014, holders of special permits who were moving from special permits to other visas, we have many that moved, they will go to Harare at the South African embassy to apply to move to other visas. Initially, at the embassy, they will hold the passport of a ZSP holder in Harare, and it became difficult. So later on, the Department of Home Affairs then said a holder of ZSP by then, that was after 2014, when applying to move to another visa, they have to go to Harare, but upon submitting their applications, they should be given back their passports so that they come back to South Africa and continue with their work, and then only go back to collect the permit once they've been informed that the permit is out. So please avoid doing something that will put you in a difficult position. Because if you do something illegal, and assuming, because a government, the South African government, they are humans, they understand the plight. Assuming the South African government will then realize that maybe let's try to assist the people to move to other visas, let's lessen the requirements towards the end of the year, and you have already committed a criminal offense by applying for these dubious permanent residence permits, you see, you have ruined your chances. So let us not try to do anything illegal if we do not qualify. And again, in the letters that the department sent in December, January, to holders of ZEP, explaining the reason why the ZEP is not being renewed, at the end, they said if you have a challenge, you need to write to the email provided. So it is best that if you are striking their challenges in you moving to another visa, it is important that you then utilize that email, write to the department and say, yes, I received this email. These are my qualifications. I'm trying to move. These are the requirements. I do not qualify. And then state your case and ask if there is a way that they can assist for you to move to other visa. So I think that's the best option to do under the circumstances, as opposed to applying for bogus permits or permanent residence permits. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone. Please share this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let's hear your comments. Otherwise, have a great day. Goodbye.